Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to read reading passage number 2 in the ILETS exam. Okay, let's begin. The title is Living with Artificial Intelligence. Powerful artificial intelligence, also known as AI, needs to be reliably aligned with human values. But does this mean AI will eventually have to police those values? This has been This has been the decade of AI, with one astonishing feat after another. A chess-playing AI that can defeat not only all human chess players, but also all previous human-programmed chess machines. After learning the game in just 4 hours, that's yesterday's news. What's next? True, these accomplishments are all in so-called narrow AI, where machines perform highly specialized tasks. But many experts believe this restriction is very temporary. By mid-century, we may have the artificial general intelligence (AGI) machines that can achieve human-level performance on the full range of tasks that we ourselves can tackle. If so, there's little reason to think it will stop there. Machines will be free of many of the physical constraints on human intelligence. Our brains are at slow biochemical processing speeds on the power of a light bulb, and their size is restricted by the dimensions of the human birth canal. It is remarkable that what they accomplish, given these handicaps. But they may be as far from the physical limits of thought as our eyes are from the incredibly powerful Webb Space Telescope. Our At once machines are better than us at designing even smarter machines. Progress towards these limits could accelerate. What would this mean for us? Could we ensure a safe and worthwhile concentration with such machines? On the plus side, AI is already useful and profitable for many things, and super AI might be expected to be super useful and super profitable. But the more powerful AI becomes, the more important it will be to specify its goals with great care. Folklore is full of tales of people who ask for the wrong thing, with disastrous consequences. King Med, for example, might have wished that everything he touched turned into gold, but didn't intend this to apply to his breakfast. So we need to create powerful AI machines that are human friendly, that have goals reliably aligned with our own values. One thing that makes this task difficult is that we are far from reliable human-friendly ourselves. We do many terrible things to each other and to many creatures with whom we share the planet. If super intelligent machines don't do a lot better than us, we'll be in deep trouble. We'll have a powerful new intelligence amplifying the dark side of our own fallible natures. For safety's sake, then we want the machines to be ethically as well as consciously superhuman. We want them to aim for the moral high ground, not for the troughs in which many of us spend some of our time. Luckily, they'll be smart enough for the job if there are routes to be the moral high ground. They'll be better than us at finding them and steering us in the right direction. However, there are two big problems with this utopian vision. One is how we get these machines started on the journey. The other is what would mean to reach this destination. The getting started problem is that we need to tell the machines what they're looking for with sufficient clarity that we can be confident they will find it. They're looking for whatever it actually turns out to be. This won't be easy given that we are tribal creatures and conflicted about the ideals ourselves. We often ignore the suffering of strangers and even contribute to it. At least indirectly. How then do we point machines in the direction of something better? As for the destination problem, we might be putting ourselves in the hands of these moral guides and gatekeepers, be sacrificing our own autonomy, an important part of what makes us human. Machines who are better than us at sticking to the moral high ground may be expected to discourage some of the lapses we presently take for granted. We might lose our freedom to discriminate in favor of our own communities, for example. Loss of freedom to behave badly isn't always a bad thing. Of course, denying ourselves the freedom to put children to work in factories or to smoke in restaurants are signs of progress, but we are ready for ethical silicon police limiting our options. They might be so good at doing it that we won't notice them, but few of us are likely to welcome such a future. These issues might seem far fetched, but they are to some extent already here. AI has some input into how resources are used in natural health services (NHS). Here in the UK, for example, if it was given a greater role, it might do so much more effectively than humans can manage, and act in the interest of taxpayers and those who use the health system. However, we'd be depriving example, the senior doctors, of the control they presently enjoy. Since we want to ensure that people are treated equally and that policies are fair, the goals of AI would need to be specified correctly. We have a new powerful technology to deal with itself, literally. A new way of thinking for our own safety. We need to point these new thinkers in the right direction and get them to act well for us. It's not yet clear whether this is possible, but if it is, it will require a cooperative spirit and the willingness to set aside self-interest. Both general intelligence and moral reasoning are often thought to be inequally human capacities, but safety seems to require that we think of them as a package. If we are to give general intelligence to machines, we need to give them moral authority too. And where exactly would that leave human beings? All the more reasons to think about the destination now and to be careful about what we wish for. Since now that we read passage number 2, we're going to answer questions 14 to 19. What point does the reader what point I want to color purple. What point does the writer make about AI in the first paragraph? Let me see. Let's see the first paragraph. This has been a decade of AI with an astonishing feat. Another chess player AI that can defeat not only humans on chess but also previous human programming. I think it's. Let me just go back. Yes, I think it's C. It is C. Yes, it is C. 15. What is the writer doing in the second paragraph? In the second paragraph, there's little reason to think it's unstoppable. Their machines would be free of many of the physical restrictions on human intelligence. Our brains are as slow by the parallel on their size is restricted by the dimension of the human. It is remarkable that what they accomplish given these handicaps, but they may be also from. Okay, let's go back down. What is the writer doing? Explaining why machines? No. Saying what machines or describing the characters, giving information. Negating what aspect is I think it's A. Okay. Why does the writer of the Sway King method to compare visions of progress, deciding which values do we want to share with us? No, wait. So you said that poorly defined objects can go wrong. To assist ways of cooperation to point out the financial. Yes, it's B. Oh my god, no. It was Z. I think it's B. No. B. Yes. 16. What challenges does the writer refer to in the fourth paragraph? Fourth paragraph. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to properly have culture of them. Thus, we do many terrible things to each other and the many creatures whom we share the past and different pleasures. We have the profound intelligence. For safety's sake, let's see. 17 is the ensuring AI is more friendly than ourselves. Yes, which is true. Humans are not so friendly. Like, guys, I've met some really, really, really cruel human beings. I couldn't believe myself. Like, actually, I've met so many human beings. It's just so ugh. How are we supposed, like, guys, if anyone's scared about the AI revolution, I have a then just be nice to AI. I mean, like, I myself to ChatGPT say please, thank you, and whatever. But I really think that's nothing. That's not true. AI revolution is not true. Like, no, we're the humans that made them. How can they overpower us? I mean, if they can overpower us, we can just I don't know, break them apart. We're the one who made them. Of course, there's a probability that AI revolution can be true, but we're the ones who made them. We of course know their weakness and all of their. And I think the world watched too many American movies. What does the writer suggest about the future of AI in the first paragraph? And this is question 18, first paragraph. Let me go up and beyond. However, these two become just auto-paying vision. One is how we get the machine started to train, the other is getting started. Let's start problems that we need. Yeah. The getting started problem. So the getting started problem is getting started. Da, 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 da. Okay. Now, which of the following best summarizes the writer's argument in the sixth paragraph? Modern machine result in greater abuse of power. Machine learning will machine learning will share a few features with human learning. There are limited number of people who know the large human shortcomings will make great machines, and we need more difficult. Yeah. If AI does everything humans are supposed to do, then what are humans going to do? Like, literally, guys, if AI is going to replace doctors, engineers, teachers, and so much more, then what are humans supposed to do? How are people going to get money for food? How are people going to live? There's a lot of problems given with AI. Like, I really don't know how people just don't think of it. How scientists or engineers, when they're programming AI or making it so they don't have any weakness, how do they not think about the pros and cons? I mean, everything has pros and cons, but there's so many disadvantages of AI. First of all, what are humans going to do? What are humans going to do? If AI replaces doctors and engineers, teachers, cooks, chefs, police, armies, and a lot of things. What are humans supposed to do? Sit at home? Live on the streets or something? Like, we have to think logically. Anyways, machines with the ability to make moral decisions may prevent us from promoting the interests of our communication. Uh, yes, I think it's true. I think it's true. Silicon police would need to exist in large numbers in order to be effective. Not given. Not given. Given? I have no idea how to write given. Not given. Many people are comfortable with the prospect of their inventing being restricted by machines. True. I don't know how, but it's true. If we want to ensure that machines act in our best interest, we all need to work together. I think it's not given. Anyways, now that we answered, we're going to check our answers with the answer sheet. So, let me just change the color to green or red. I'll change it to blue. I like blue. 14 is C, which is correct. 15 is A, which is correct. 16 is B, which is correct. 17, D, which is correct. How do I go down? Go down, go down. 18 is C, which is correct. 19 is D, which is correct. Now let's go to the yes and no. No. Yep. 20 is... Why? 20 is yes. Not given. How do I? Not given. 22 is. How do I? Yes. And. Wait. 23. No, wait. This is no. This is no. This is supposed to be no. I wrote this yes. Oh, Control Z. And 23 is not. This is not true. Okay, guys, I think we have finished. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell button so you don't miss any more videos from Teach and Tinker. Bye, guys!